Well, it's definitely been a while since I responded to this man. But anyway, let's just get this over with. What's up, bitches? So Jim Bakker recently said that he's scared to walk outside. Let's see why.
What's it going to take for the church to really stand up during these next election years?
So you want the church to be involved with the next election cycle. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that a clear violation of separation of church and state, among other things?
I'm very concerned because if we don't, God's not mocked. People in America are mocking God.
Oh no! People are mocking God? Oh dear Lord, please save the world from people who believe in other religions, or possibly no religions at all.
We're in a serious time. There's a lady that has a shirt back there, that t-shirt. Would you say, pray for 45? I've been thinking, Lance, you are truly the wrecking ball preacher. I mean, you brought Trump right out there.
He means that in a good way.
Yes.
Yeah,
he does.
I know, but I mean, because you're not afraid.
Why should he be afraid? He has no reason to be afraid. I mean, unless you're spewing bullshit.
Yeah.
And you weren't afraid to stand up for Trump? You labeled him what God told you about him? But now this shirt she has there, I've been thinking, I don't dare wear a Trump hat. And I'm confessing it. Mm-hmm. But the evil in this country is so bad. If I was a Republican, which I had been my whole life, I couldn't wear a hat with my candidate on it without concern about being murdered in the streets.
So wait, you are afraid to wear your hat because if you do, you will get murdered in the street. Even though I have failed to see any cases of people getting murdered in the street all because they wore a Trump hat.
Now, come on.
Right.
What's wrong with America? Why are we putting up with this? What if every church member got to pray for 45, made them up themselves or do something? You know, America is freedom of speech, freedom of everything, freedom of religion, and yet the Christians are cowering back.
Oh, for the love of God! Quit acting like Christians are an oppressed minority. You guys are still the leading religion in this country. Hell, most Americans, 70.6% of them, are Christians. You aren't a minority.
And living in fear, even though we've elected a president, unless we move out in God, it will be the last president we ever elect.
Is it just me or was that a call to arms? Jim Bakker radicalizing his entire fan base to possibly doing something horrific. Not surprising at all.
I believe there can be a revolution, a revival, a restoration. And I'm concerned. They're putting us in a corner.
How are they putting you in a corner? How? You are still able to preach to your little congregation. Christianity has not been outlawed. You are just fear-mongering like always.
And I won't shut up. So...
And I think what you just said, Lance, we need our pastors to stand up.
But they send messages to me.
Constantly.
That I will be killed. That I will be through. And yet I don't stop.
If you honestly feel like your life is being threatened, go to the police. Oh, but you won't, because it's nothing but bullshit. Who is saying that they're gonna come get you? I don't think anyone is actually going to be coming to get you. Oh, and small side note, every time you spew something like this where nothing fucking happens and you want to fear-mongering, that's just you breaking the 9th commandment like you always do.
I'm in the United States of America, and I'm threatened because I want to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. I believe the Bible. I believe this whole book. Why can't I believe this book? In America, you cannot believe this book without being harassed.
And yet, people believe in it and they aren't harassed. It's only the radical preachers like you, Fierstein, Activist Mommy, Greg Locke, who take the Bible and twist it into what you want it to be, and then go on and attack people for being different or possibly having a different opinion than you. You aren't an oppressed minority. Christianity is still the leading religion in this country, and you are just fear-mongering like you always do, you bonus bucket selling buffoon. I'm Egghead. Thanks for watching, and good lord, man, good lord. Jim Bakker needs to be thrown into a mental asylum ASAP.